Hi guys, it's Pip here. So I just really wanted to do a quick video to let you know a bit about what happens when you start with SFM. So I am 26 years old and I started when I was 24. So I have been going just over a year now. I stopped actually after about a year just due to personal circumstances, which I'm working out at the moment. And I just want to bring you a bit of an insight really. So the six-figure mentors is, it's hard to describe in one word. I think the thing that I really like about them is, you are paying a lot of money, but the value you do get is really immense, and if you can stay in tune with that, and you can be at the kind of meetings, in terms of online meetings, you don't have to go and travel anywhere, and things like that, it can be really beneficial. For me, the reason I joined Six Figure Mentors is, well, I joined after about 6 months, 6 months and a few days after my dad died, and I was really looking for a way really that stopped me getting stuck. At the time, I'd moved with a family member to a new house, and we lived together, and it was far away from my parents, and I didn't really think about the consequences of moving there. It was really upset at the time actually. Most people think when you get on the property ladder you're going to be dead happy. I actually cried. I was really upset, and maybe I should have taken time at that moment to say no, but I didn't know what else I wanted. I wanted to keep my job, which was in the area that I'm in, not near my parents, and I couldn't easily commute because of the distance, and I don't know, it just gave me a way out of really mediocrity, and the job I was in, I wanted to do more and progress, and I just felt really hemmed in. I felt like I was around people who were really nice people, but there was just something not missing. It's like we were all just doing things that didn't particularly lead anywhere, and my days off, I worked 4 days a week because that was the job description, and I had 3 days off, and honestly, on my days off I really didn't know what to do myself. I didn't have any friends in the area. All the friends I had were at work, and of course on my days off they were working, so I didn't really have any friends to spend any time with, or to get out with, or to share life with. And I used to pretty much literally sit there, and I tried a few things, like baking, and I tried joining a few clubs, but I didn't really feel like I was at home with things. I didn't feel settled. I felt like I was pushing myself into areas where I was doing it because I thought that I should want to do it, and I wasn't really feeling happy. At the moment I feel a little bit cut off from the Six Figure Mentors. As I say, I stopped probably about April time actually, so I've probably did about a year and stopped because things were getting quite serious with the modules, and I was going through a lot of turbulence with my job. I left my job that February, and I was trying to do an eBay business at the time to support SFM, and it just wasn't working, and things went quite badly wrong really. Certainly didn't go as badly wrong as it could have done, but certainly quite a scary time for life, when you leave the security of your job and you're out in the big wide world and things are not working and you don't have the answers. What I want to say is that, coming from someone who did a year and has stopped, I just want to let you know that I would not be where I am today without that, because as I say, I was just around people with the wrong mindset. You know, even family members. You know, I have a family that's quite settled, and they just like to kind of go to work and come back, and that was fine for me. But unfortunately, I was in quite a low-paid job, a steady job, but a low-paid job, and sharing a house with this person, it's always been kind of a temporary solution, and I really was very worried that not having an education, and you know, as university education or a college education as they call it in America, basically what was going to happen to me is I couldn't progress. I was stuck in my job, so I could only move sideways. I was going to get a job that was pretty much the same, pretty much probably the same pay, because I didn't have the education or the skills. And you know, I would, you know, at the end of the initial mortgage term, whenever the other person decided that they would want to take on the house, I was going to basically get thrown out and either have to move back to my parents and be in really no better position and possibly be a bit of a burden on them, or kind of be homeless, or in rented accommodation where again I had no friends, and life wouldn't have really changed for me. I think what SFM has given me the most is the chance to explore a different way of thinking. There is no way in hell I would have ever left my old job, because of the sheer effort that takes to try something new. And okay, yes, the eBay business failed, and then I went on to another business with a guy called Alex Becker, and that was drop shipping, and I hated it, and it got quite scary, and then I wanted to do another business with him, and again it wasn't the right type of business for me at the time, and it was just a nightmare. And then I got a job in a restaurant where I didn't know the hours, but hopefully now I've got a new job. I'm going to go into care, which is something that I did do before, and it's better paid, and hopefully it will give me back a lot of the communication and the connection that I've lost kind of being here. You know, Six Figure Mentors came to me at a time when I had lost connection with a lot of my friends, A, because I moved away, and B, because again, they were nice people, there was just something missing, and I really just felt that I couldn't go on in that situation. Like, something had to change, and it's not easy kind of slowly losing touch with your friends, especially if they're, you know, making a real effort to try and stay in contact with you, and I just thought I can't do this long distance relationships with everybody, it's too much, and my mentor, who is a guy called Bella, he is Hungarian, he's from Hungary, and him and his wife, and he's got a son as well and a daughter, so they're all in SFM together. His daughter's only very young, bless her, she's still in school, and she's just started her own YouTube channel, which is really exciting for her, and not really an opportunity that many kids get to have, and it's all because of the mindset. You know, she's exploring things when she's really young, and it's been a turbulent 6 months for me. Maybe I left my job too early, maybe I tried to fly out of the nest too early and kind of flapped a bit and landed on the floor, but I think it has changed the way I think, and it's really bizarre because I can't go back to that way of thinking where, you know, I just live a 9 to 5 without my family. I will get back to my mum somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but you know, that's why I started. I wanted to help her more, and help my family more as well, my two brothers, and a lot of those problems have now been solved without me, which is part of the reason I've stopped as well. I need to go back to one of the modules, which is module 2, which is working out why you're doing it and what you really want to achieve. It has the really tangible mindset, and I just want to say that even if I never pick up SFM again, it has opened a door for me that I would have never probably ever come across myself. You know, I have been more selective about the people who are in my life. I'm probably going to be even more selective in the future. And certainly looking back on the past 6 months, the past year, I have seen myself change. I've had a lot of difficulty going on at the same time. My father's passing wasn't the easiest, not because I'm unused to death, but for different reasons, unfortunately, which left me in quite a lot of turmoil and probably did slow my progression quite a lot with SFM. But I think that there is an amazing opportunity for growth, and if you know that you can take imperfect action, and a lot of the Met coaches are really good. You know, Justin Wolf's really good. He talks about imperfect action a lot, and if you listen to his story, you actually think, oh my gosh, he didn't have it straight either. It was, you know, he had tough times, and all the people that you speak to, they're real people, they're genuine real people. They're not sort of like Superman. You don't walk in there's like Superman and Batman and all these fantastic people who have had fantastic life and nothing ever went wrong. It's not like that. These are real, genuine people, and they do want you to do well. I believe that, and that's really what you gain out of SFM. So if you are new, I just want to say, prepare for massive changes. It's going to be quite turbulent. If you're someone like me and you resist change, it's okay, just take it really slow. You're going to find that what happens is that your mindset will change, and that you will have almost two lives. You'll have your SFM life, and then you'll have your day-to-day life, and you'll find that the way you think in SFM doesn't fit in with your normal life because the people around you don't think that way, and they're settled. And SFM is not about settling, it's about trying to find out what you really want out of life and then getting there, and more than that, helping other people to get there, which for me is really important in a business. So I appreciate this is not the best video. I apologise that you can't see my face properly. I'm going to take my hat off. I've cut my hair short even since I started SFM, and I do appreciate, again, this is an imperfect video, but hopefully what I'm saying does make a bit of sense, and I just really wanted to just share that today, just whilst I was thinking about it. I'm not doing SFM anymore, as I say, I've stopped for a while, but I'm still doing daily videos, which is something that I was taught to do, and something that I feel I can do, even through a lot of kind of anxiety and depression and turbulence and difficulty, and hopefully I still bring value to people that way. So yeah, this is the value you'll get, and don't be afraid to reach out, and if there's anything I can do to help, then obviously let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you. So that's all from me, and I'll see you next time. You take care. Bye now.